Hello, welcome to Hypercitigh News Point, where we take the best content posted on our website and do a quick recap on it over the weekend. Before we move on, make sure to subscribe to our channel and put on the notification bell, and follow all our social media handles to get live updates from us anytime we post. Without much further ado, let's move on to our top stories for the week. Here are the top stories that made the news for the week. Apply contempt of court rule fairly. Nana Jim to judges. Nobody has insulted Agyapong ethnic group. Agyapong begs judges after TV insult. Ghana outdoors 7 foundation pillars for Beyond the Return. KNUST grabs 4th Enactus award. The running mate for the National Democratic Congress, the NDC, Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman, has called on the judiciary to be fair in the application of the contempt of court rule. The call comes in the wake of the summoning of Asin Central MP, Agyapong, by a High Court judge after the lawmaker insulted him on television over a land case. Speaking at a meeting with some civil society organizations in Accra, the former education minister said, if the judiciary is not seen to be fair in the application of the law, cynicism will grow amongst Ghanaians. If you talk about name and shame, it should be consistent. If you are going to apply punishment, it should be consistent. If you say somebody has scandalized the law court and you allow the process to go through, the person has apologized and done everything, the law took its course, the person was fined, the person was sentenced, the person was in prison. You say clemency is as part of the judicial system, and people pretend they don't understand why there should be a petition. Another person does the same thing, also scandalizes the court and just say he is coming to apologize, so it is okay. That is corruption, and I want to see that also highlighted, she said. Meanwhile, a High Court judge, Suleiman Aisifu, has descended on Mr. Agyapong over his recent attacks. He describes the conduct of the lawmaker as lawless, which is worse than the infamous Muntie 3. Your Lordship, that Mr. Agyapong's conduct is graver in scope and impact than the infamous Muntie 3. This is because of the influence he wields and the coverage of the channel on which he makes these dangerous comments, compared to the Muntie 3 in these respects. Chairman of the National Democratic Congress, the NDC, Samuel Ofosu-Ampofo, says no member of the party has insulted the Agyapong ethnic group. He argued that recent ethnocentric comments is a calculated attempt to divert attention from the NDC 2020 manifesto, which he believes will turn around the fortunes of the country. Mr. Ofosu-Ampofo's comments come on the back of calls from some chiefs and residents of Ocheman who are of Agyapong lineage for the NDC flag bearer John Mahama to denounce some comments which they say are derogatory to the ethnic group.
I'm a proud Agyapong person. The chairman of our manifesto committee, Professor Kwaku Danso-Boafo, is a proud Agyapong person and a member of the NDC. NDC, flag bearer, and the NDC party has no problem with Akans and, for that matter, Agyapong people, because we have coexisted peacefully for a very long time. I believe that what happened yesterday was just a way of diverting attention from our manifesto and the kind of earth-shaking effect that it has brought to the government. Otherwise, I don't think that anybody has insulted people of Agyapong. If somebody put up a post and refer to a group within government pursuing something, and the person speaks about them, I don't see why the whole Agyapong community will appropriate it to themselves and decide to go and demonstrate. I think what happened was just mere politics, and that we don't want to concentrate on that. We believe that ethnocentrism is bad for this country. Tribalism is bad for this country. And for that matter, we would not want to be involved in this debate. And also, we don't want to divert attention from what is happening about the discussion on our manifesto. This election is about issues of bread and butter. It's about issues of survival and progress of our country. It is not about ethnocentrism and tribalism. And so, I don't want to engage in this. I'm an Agyapong, and I'm proud one, of course. And I don't think that anybody has described Agyapong people in any untoward manner. And so those who are stretching it are rather stoking ethnic sentiment. And I believe that Dr. Baumia and his likes, who are going all around and trying to make capital out of this, are rather stoking ethnic sentiment, which is not good for this country. I believe that President Mahama is somebody who is all embracing and everybody knows him. And so we as a party are not going to respond to this issue. We'll concentrate on our campaign and we'll ensure that we campaign on issues, take out insults, take out attacks, take out tribal and ethnic sentiment, and concentrate on building a united Ghana where each one of us will see ourselves as Ghanaians first before we even see ourselves coming from any other tribal or any ethnic background.
Speaking on Thursday in Kumasi at the opening ceremony for a training program for lawyers and other NDC members on electoral laws ahead of this year's December elections, Mr. Ofosu Ampofo said the agitations are being fueled by the governing NPP for political capital. Mr. Ofosu Ampofo added that the NDC will not perpetuate these sentiments and will refrain from entertaining arguments in that respect. President Akufo-Addo, together with his Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, have also called on the former president to apologize for the comments. Asin Central Member of Parliament Kennedy Agyapong has apologized to the Chief Justice and judges in the country after he insulted a judge on his television station. It comes after he was summoned by the judge over the attacks and derogatory remarks. The MP was seen in a video insulting the judge over a land case still before the court. "You are a stupid judge. I will face you," Mr. Agyapong said on his TV station Net 2 last week. He stressed, "I am not an ass to take bribe from you. I will deal with you."
Judge, without even asking for it. The Chief Justice, we're going to make sure say amend it because you cannot just send it to Obi without his knowledge. And some foolish lawyers are also behaving over tricks. First, assassin, Mikoya, Mamma, yes, I am saying court to new person minimum. I don't know ultimately because or who send me assassins. Foolishness. And you a judge, you grant that. You are stupid judge.
Great scandal.
Please let me land. I want to land and solve my best issue. Today,
maybe
I don't know.
Bono East Regional Minister.
I would have a today. And I'm your wife. A day, as I see, I'm holding for 18 years. I can't confirm chronophobia. What the year court. Meanwhile, on no comma, my children, Oko producing documents from here. Now, what there are fake documents in the crowd. He has gone to court. Why am I boof? The lawyer wrote the thing on the 5th of August and was appearance here 13th. I didn't get anything. Now, on the 1st of September, more injunction, you are a stupid judge. I will face you. You are a stupid judge. Who passed you? You are a stupid judge. Yes. 18 years that I've had the land.
Wow.
But we are seven. We are near from say, we are quite judge. We are moving. We are moving some Ethiopia. Maybe I'm in Tisa Nas or Maju bribe. I will deal with you.
In an apology addressed to the Chief Justice, the maverick politician said he was furious over the actions of the judge in their land litigation. Ghana on September 9th launched a list of 7 pillars for the implementation of its Beyond the Return initiative. Beyond the Return builds on the success of the highly acclaimed Year of Return held throughout 2019, and the 7 pillars set out the foundation for the execution of the 10-year campaign. The colorful event held at the National Theatre was attended by a broad spectrum of the diaspora community, public officials, private tourism individuals, and the media. In his address, CEO of the Ghana Tourism Authority and coordinator of the Beyond the Return Steering Committee, Hypercitigh, said the initiative is a journey that will see deeper conversations among the global African family. Ghana has become a leader in diaspora relations, and we are confident that the next decade will only serve to strengthen the bonds we have established with our African diaspora community, he said. Agyapong added that the reopening of the Kotoka International Airport gives renewed energy for the country's tourism to bounce back within the last quarter of the year. Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture, Barbara Oting-Gyesi, said that beyond the return will consolidate the bond between Ghana, Africa and the global African community, and seeks to build on our competitive edge to attract the global African diaspora. Oting-Gyesi revealed that Ghana is currently developing a homeland return legislation to facilitate ease of return of the diaspora. Africa is the future, and building it will demand collaboration between continental Africa and diaspora Africans, she opined. Officially launching the 7 pillars, Senior Minister Yao Osafo-Maafo stated that the 10-year plan to build on the momentum of the Year of Return under the theme A Decade of Renaissance 2020 to 2030 has been rolled out to encourage investment to help improve the heritage infrastructure of the country, among others.
Potentials and solidify its diaspora engagement program to promote the African Renaissance under the following 7 pillars. Pillar 1, Experience Ghana. The core of this pillar is the invitation to the global African family to visit and experience Ghana, creating memorable experiences through Sankofa and healing journeys, cultural events, festivals, entertainment, nightlife, culinary experience, and December in Ghana, which are all key to establishing long-term connections with the Ghanaian and the African diaspora.
To know more about the 7 pillars, log on to www.hypercitigh.com or click the link in the description. A team of students from the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology has won the National Experiential Learning Competition for the 4th time in a row. This was said when the team paid a courtesy call on the acting Pro-Vice Chancellor, Professor Mark Adom Asamoah. The purpose of the visit was to present the trophy won by the team at the National Enactus competition in July 2020. Professor Nathaniel Bosso, faculty mentor of the team, said KNUST has topped the national competition since 2017 and announced that the team will represent Ghana in the upcoming virtual Enactus World Cup later this month. Speaking on behalf of the team members, Ms. Georgina Asamoah said that they represented 3 innovative projects, including a zero-emission cooling chamber that also educates farmers on appropriate methods used in the preservation of tomatoes, and this prototype is expected to keep tomatoes fresh for up to 20 days post-harvesting. Also, a remote learning project focused on providing comprehensive disability-friendly virtual learning platforms for hearing-impaired high school students. And the third project, which focuses on planting food supplements with hydroponic models to help curb malnutrition among school children, is the partnership between Enactus KNUST Ghana and Enactus Mannheim University, Germany, and is to be piloted at Bumso and Iresu basic schools. Mr. Evans Hockey, Programs Manager of Enactus Ghana, noted that Enactus International is a global non-profit which empowers university students to use their entrepreneurial skills and innovativeness to solve challenges in their communities. Mr. Hockey shared that the organization has over 72,000 entrepreneurial values-driven social innovators across 1,730 campuses in 36 countries and is able to positively impact the lives of about 1.3 million people each year. He also said these students are guided by educators and supported by business leaders. Teams of students conduct needs assessments in the community, identify potential solutions, and go on to implement community impact projects, resulting in the combined benefits of community improvement from collaboration and fresh innovation, plus valuable experience for students to advance their personal and professional lives. Professor Asamoah congratulated the team on their achievements and urged them to use their innovations for the betterment of society, and not just the competition. He further encouraged them to come out with more innovation and projects that will benefit the country. Folks, that is all for today. See you again next weekend. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on the notification button. You can also visit and follow us on all our social media pages or visit our website at www.hypercitigh.com for other relevant content. Stay safe, have a lovely weekend. Until then, it's goodbye.